Hi, my name is Professor Jameson Neff, and I will be your professor for business statistics, which is Mass 132. And I thought that this video would just kind of help you understand what to expect in this course, how to navigate the Canvas page, some information about the syllabus, some information about myself. So let's get into that. A little bit about myself is that I am originally from Seattle. I taught high school for several years, and it's only been 1 year that I've been at SXU, and I live in Champaign and stay in Chicago for a couple of days during the semester when I'm there. I live in Champaign because my wife is a professor of business administration at the University of Illinois, right here in Champaign, where I am right now. Now, a little bit about this course. This is the 7-week version of the course. So you might find that this course is going to be a lot of work, right? It's a 4-hour course over 16 weeks. So you could kind of think about it, well, if it's 4 hours of class time, right, in that amount of time, and they say for college, typically, you're going to be working 2 hours for every 1 hour that you're in class. So that's like, let's see, 4 times 2. So that's like 12 hours a week. This course could take up to 24 hours a week using that kind of formula. So think about how much time you need to spend on this. It's like basically having a part-time job, right? So that's the attitude you should be going in with this. And if you do that, I'm sure we'll be successful. But it's just 7 weeks is very, very fast. I was on a road trip that almost lasted 7 weeks once. So um, it's going to be a little intense, but I'm here and help you guide you through this. So let's just get into it. Let me share my screen and start showing my syllabus. Okay, so here is the syllabus for our course. I'm Jameson Neff. This is my office. You probably won't be visiting it much at all. Excuse me here. Because I'm going to be in Champaign most of the time. I'm going to send out a survey probably sometime this week. I just haven't got to it because I had to prepare this course very quickly at the end of the semester. So yeah, finding out when you guys are available, that will help me excuse me here, figure out when to do my virtual office hours. I'm also going to be spending some time in Spain for several weeks in late May and mid-June. So that's also going to change some stuff there. So this is the course description. I'm not really going to go through it because you won't really know what these things are yet. So the required materials is you're going to need this statistics book, right? And you're actually going to be able to get it through online and you won't have to order it. Now, you can get the paper copy of the book. This is it right here. But if you do that, you're going to have to order it yourself on Amazon or something. This is the 7th edition. You could easily use one of the older editions if you just like having a paper book, because as you will see, all of our stuff is going to be online. Now, the other thing is you're going to need a TI-83 or a TI-84 graphing calculator. Sorry about that. I was just looking for mine. So this is what mine looks like. This is the TI-83. This is the same graphing calculator that I used when I myself was in middle school. So while they're still pretty pricey, right? You can find used ones on Amazon for a lot less money. Another option, considering this is an online course, is, let me see here. I need to make this to the student view. So when you're looking at our course, right, you can click on this link right here. And then it'll take you to this place where you can basically download an emulator. It basically is just software that allows the calculator to run on your desktop. You have to pay for it, but you get a 90-day free trial, and this course lasts less than 90 days. So you can just click on here, Windows or Mac, depending on what type of computer y'all have, and that will just help you with that. Okay, so back to the syllabus. Sorry about the delay there. I was just checking something. So back to the syllabus. Here's some course outcomes. Here are the course objectives. Right. I'm not going to again go through these because you're not going to understand them yet. So you can just read those later. Right. Here's some technology, Canvas. Okay. So the big thing to understand is we're going to have homework through this course, and it's going to be something called through MyLab Statistics, which is something that you will have to purchase, right? So that is something that you're going to have to figure out, and I'm going to show you a lot about that in a little bit. Basically, it is a system, and it will ask you questions, right? And you will type in the answer. And if the answer is correct, it says, great job, right? Move on. If it doesn't, it tells you that, and you'll get to have as many opportunities to try to figure out how to get the correct answer. It will also show you some aids, right? Like some other learning resources that can help you solve the problem, right? And it's also a little bit different. So if Steve and Bob are both students in this course, right? If Bob's problem has a train that traveling 50 miles at 10 miles per hour, then Steve's might be traveling 60 miles at 20 miles per hour. So you can discuss how to solve the problem, but it won't give you, you can't just share your answers with your buddies because it's not necessarily going to be the right thing. Now, sometimes with a multiple choice question, if it gives you 4 answers, it's not going to give you unlimited tries, right? It might just give you 1 or 2 in that case because they know you could just guess all 4 until you get one of them right without even reading the question. So typically that's how that works. Despite the fact that it's all online, this is a math course, right? Math is kind of, right? What's your thinking pattern? What's my information? What's my equation? Etc. Right? So I'm not checking this because we're not really going to what's the word, inhibit the same physical space. But I highly recommend that you have some sort of notebook where you write down your problems and you keep track of that. That way, when you come meet with me, right, or you can take screenshots and email me the photos, I can send you a short video back saying what mistake you're making, right? Then we can kind of get on the same track. If it's just on the computer, you can't use that. You can't use that to study for things later, right? As far as the homework assignments go, I'm having them all be due on Sundays. And when we look at the course schedule, you'll see that there are a lot of things due on Sunday, right? Sometimes several assignments, but they'll be due on Sundays just to keep things straightforward. And then after that, you have a week to do that. And what I mean by that is you have a week to turn in your homework late. So, and any problems that are done before the deadline, you get 100% of the credit for, but problems done after the deadline, but before the 1 week later late deadline, you get 50% credit for. And again, you should have the notebook. Okay, so this is something a little bit weird about me. Is that I've been told students don't like tests and exams, so instead I give celebrations of knowledge, right? Because I think that it should be called a celebration because you got a piece of paper in front of you. Well, in this case, you might be on your computer. It's your opportunity to show me what you know, right? And I'm going to be giving 3 celebrations. This is the first time that I've taught this class online, so I kind of still need to figure out some of the details on that. But since this is a what you would call it 7-week course, you should expect to be getting one roughly every 2 weeks, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. But I do, if I find more appropriate, I modify the right to modify the number, topics, and date of celebrations if I think doing so will serve their learning better. Will serve your learning better. Now, if you fail a large celebration, you're going to be required to meet with me to discuss your work before the next large celebration to make sure that that we rectify what's ever going on with you, right? And especially in this course, that's really important because it's 7 weeks, right? So like we need to make sure that you're on track right away if that's the case. And like it's mandatory, which is why I say if you don't do it, I'm going to lower your grade by 5% at the end of the course. I'm not really want to do that because obviously if you get an F on something, you're already not in a good place. This is just emphasizing that it's mandatory. Late policy, I already kind of discussed that, right? Any homework problems completed after the deadline can be up to 50, receive 50% of the credit, right? No late work will be accepted after 1 week, and celebrations, there'll be no late celebrations without special permission. So for participation, since this is an online course, I want to make sure that y'all are participating, right? So you're going to have 4 assignments, which are each of equal weight. Sometime within the first 2 weeks, you should be making an appointment to speak to me so I can kind of get to know you and just talk with you about the course a little bit. Before the course is over, you should have a second office hour visit with me at your convenience, right? We're going to have a discussion board in this course, which I'll show you in a little bit, right? And you should have one post where you ask a question about something, and then one response to someone else's post, right? Where you kind of give them an answer. So let's show that. Just want to make sure that you're always seeing what. So on this left tab, here you can see I have discussions. There are no discussions right now, but you can add a discussion. I'll probably put something in here so you guys can talk to each other. Notice if you want to get study groups going on or whatever, you can click people, right? And let's just see here. Here's you, Jesus, right? And then you will be able to figure that out. You'll be able to contact each other or not, maybe. So I will also look into that, help you guys have each other's information for unless you opt out to contact each other so you can work with each other in study groups or whatnot. So that's where you'd post those discussions. There will be a final celebration, right, in this course. This may be proctored, right? I'm going to kind of figure out where y'all are. If you all are in Chicago, maybe I'll do it in person. But I would have flexibility about when you would come, or more likely I'll just have it proctored over the system. I just need to learn a little bit more about those sorts of systems. But the other celebrations I don't think will involve meeting in person or anything like that. So don't worry about that. It's just something I'm considering. So your evaluation, 25% of your grade will be from the homework, 10% is the participation, 45% is celebrations, right? And then your final celebration will be 20% of your grade. I'm using the standard letter scale. Sometimes I adjust this, but only in a way that could help you. So that's that. Right? Maybe like last semester, I think I said, an A was 90, sorry, not 90, 89 and above. But right now it's set at 90. It could be changed. Down here is this mostly some spiel that is standard SXU stuff. So I don't really have much to talk about that. So that's the syllabus. Also in here is the tentative course schedule, right? And you can kind of see, right? I have videos that I suggest you guys doing each day, but you don't have to watch that video that day. And technically, you don't have to watch the video. You just need to complete the assignments, and you can see that they are typically due on Sundays, and you can see that like at the end you get a lot more assignments, right? So this just kind of recommends videos that you guys should watch, and I kind of have you watching that video on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, although some weeks I kind of need y'all to do a little bit more. And you can see this is tentatively when I'm going to have the celebrations due. Right? So you'd have the week to do them. I'm going to need to figure out exactly how that's going to work, but I promise I'll have an answer for you on that later. The reason why the videos are kind of divided up weird, right? Like for 1 and for 2 is one video, and then I have more for 2 and then for 3 is the videos are actually, I've taught this class, I taught 2 sections last fall, and I taught 1 section this spring. So yeah, the videos are of me teaching the class. And as you'll see, the videos aren't quite of me teaching the class, but it's like this, right? So when I taught the class, I would use a Microsoft Surface tablet. I'd have PowerPoints on it, right? And then I would write on it with a stylus, right? And then students would be able to see that. So you get to see the board that I'm writing on, my slides, and you get to hear me speaking, and you might occasionally and see what I'm writing, but you can't see the classroom, and you occasionally might hear the other students, but mostly just me responding to them. So this course schedule will probably change a little bit, which is why we go to the home page. Notice you're going to click on course calendar. It will take you to a Google document, right, that has this calendar, and you can't change it, but I can, and I will make sure that you know when it's changed. Okay, so let's just now talk more about the Canvas page. So here is there's several modules, right? Like this is the main place that you're going to go for this class, right? So it tells you to watch the intro video, which you're watching right now. There's the syllabus, your course calendar. This right here is the Zoom link. Use this to meet with me on Zoom. Here's you're going to click the syllabus contract, right? Which is basically you just signing a document saying that you acknowledge that you understand the syllabus and you understand by staying registered in the course that you're agreeing to the policies, right? And then here's this. Okay, so and here's the calculator thing. So for each unit, right, I'm going to have videos. I only have 1 video up right now, but I will have a lot more up very soon, right? And you can see, all right, here's the homework assignment 1. It's the homework assignment associated with chapter 4. This one's like over 4 sections. Some of these will be later, so you'll see more of the rest of the chapters showing up that we'll be working on. So a good way to start is to just watch the video. So I'm telling you to watch a video today. So they're all videos that are on YouTube, right? And I've also posted these PowerPoints. So if I click on them, you can kind of see the PowerPoint. Sometimes they take a really long time to load. They don't always look the best. So you might even want to try downloading them. And if you don't have a program on your computer that can view PowerPoint, remember that the campus, right, we have free Microsoft Office, right, so they can get it to you. So this is the PowerPoint. It doesn't look great this way, but this is it. So you can just read through the PowerPoint if you're not a video person, but I highly recommend you watching the video. So that's this version of it, right? And then the other version of it says with notes. So when I presented this to the class, the in-person class, this spring, again, it's doing this little spinning thing right here. See that I write on it with my stylus sometimes, right? And so you can see what I wrote, right? Which can help you, right? And that's a big deal there, right? So I show you that, and then if you actually watch it, let's just watch a little bit of the YouTube video. So you can hear now, this is me speaking. Oh, here's an example, right? I want to know. So this is me literally like lecturing this stuff in class to our classes. Right. You can see me filling out like this thing as I go along, etc. No. Right. So that's me lecturing. I'm going to post videos for this every day. Let's just show you some other things that are on here before then we get into my lab. Right. So I'm going to post the videos and then you see the PowerPoints that are associated there, but I'm also posting the PowerPoints that are just here, just in case you just want to read them. So those are the same ones that are posted inside of the videos. So that's the main source for getting information, right? So now let's talk about how you are going to do assignments for this class and how you get the textbook. Well, notice there's this tab here that's called My Lab and Mastering, right? You're going to click on this tab. You're going to click Open My Lab and Mastering. You're going to have this agreement, right? You're working with Pearson here. Then I have an account already. You're going to have to create an account. If you haven't used Pearson before, you're going to sign in. And then you're going to have to register, right? And unfortunately, it does cost some money, right? Now, it's not showing it to me here. So you don't have a prepaid access code. You're going to have to pay for this, and it's going to cost about $100. Now, if you know you're going to take another math course at SXU, a lot of them do use these textbooks. So then you might want to pay for this one because notice it's 24 months, right? That's 2 years. So if you take a single other math course, it's cheaper to use that. If y'all are business folk, you will not need to take another math course. So you can just use this cheaper one. Now, I know $100 is a lot of money. For whatever reason, I don't have it, probably because I'm an instructor. Right? When you do this, you will have your own. You have a link down here that says free access for 2 weeks. So feel free to do that, but after 2 weeks, you'll no longer have access, right? And then you're going to have to make sure to pay, right? And you should save that email because it's going to give you that email that it will send you after you've used that free access has a link for you to make your access permanent. So feel free to use the free access. I would show you a video of that, but I just can't see that from my side as an instructor. Then once you have that, you can then go to your assignments through here. Now, I'm going to recommend that you show by type, right? And it shows you all the homework assignments, right? Some of them are not yet available. Now, down here in the assignments, it says these tasks, right? They're just reminding you to do things, and they're not, notice they're not worth points, right? So you're going to get something reminding you to watch chapter 1 today, et cetera, right? This is how I'm going to remind you things. I might also send you like an weekly announcement telling you roughly what I think you should do each week, right? Obviously, you have your own lives, right? Perhaps you got work on Wednesdays or you got your grandma's birthday party. I don't know what your deal is, right? You can adjust all these things then. But it's just a suggestion to help you keep uh, pace with this. Okay, so now let's see if we look at one of these assignments. This is the first assignment. So you get to click into this, and then there are all the questions. Now, you don't know the answer to these questions, but you can see, right? No, I didn't even read the question. I got it right. Let's look at this next one. Nope. Okay, so then I get to guess again. Then notice it said final check there, right? That was the last time. But most of the time will give me ultimate unlimited answers to do this. And there are, to get more help, you can act your instructor. There are other different things you can look at to help you out. The other thing is, notice you can click textbook. And it will take you to the textbook section, right? Let's see if you can actually see that here. No. So in your MyLab Math, you can actually read our online textbook. Here, I will try to show you a little bit of what that will look like, right? So this is one way you can do the point. The other way you can do it is you go directly to just, you bookmark MyLab, right? That website from Pearson, and you log in directly through there. So yours will look a little bit different since you're not an instructor, but mine kind of looks like this. This is my class, right? You'll have assignments down here that you can work on and stuff. A lot of times it's actually better to come in here. And then if you come in here, you can look at the e-text contents, right? And you can actually read, click view the e-text. You can see the textbook. And I highly recommend you going, don't forget that you have a textbook, right? Read the textbook as much as possible because that will supplement. I take all my lectures from the textbook. All of the problems that will be on the celebrations, right, will be from the textbook. So just use the textbook. It is going to help you out a lot, right? So students, because the text have a habit of not reading the textbook in general, and because it's online in particular, they don't read the textbook because it's online, okay? But you really should. It has all the information that you're going to need, right? And you're just going to go through this course, you're going to do these assignments, you're going to do all this stuff, and it's going to be fine, all right? But it is a lot of work, so you really should start getting on it right away. So let's just remind you, what do you need to do right now? Well, I want you to register for MyLab by clicking on this tab, right, by tomorrow, Tuesday. And you can see all these different like assignments as they're coming up. I want you to sign the syllabus contract by tomorrow. And today, I want you to watch the first video, right? And do not have the other videos up, but they will be up soon. And then by this Sunday, you should finish the first homework assignment. Okay. And that will be that. I have some other videos that are up here, but there'll be a lot more stuff that is up here, and that should all be great for you. I'm sure you're all going to do great in this course. Just please come visit me, in the first 2 weeks. If you're stuck figuring out how to navigate this course, please let me know and email me, and I will help you figure it out, right? Or if you just have a question, right? What you can do is just take a screenshot of your question. You can click Ask the Instructor, right? And show me. Maybe take a picture with your phone of the work that you're doing on paper, right? Maybe I can send you a short video explaining, or maybe I can type something, right? Or we can make a time to meet during office hours. It could even be 5-10 minutes, right? Just to help you get on track. Make sure you're spending significant amount of time on this each day. I'm basically expecting this course to take maybe up to 20 hours a week. It might not be that much, but you should expect at least 10, right? This class would, if it were a class that actually met, right, this class would meet 4 hours a week if it was a regular period of time. But since it's being done in half, think about that. That's 8 hours of meeting. And you should be working at least 8 hours. You should be working at least twice as much as that out of class, right? So that's 16 hours. So altogether, that's 24 hours a week, right? So you really should get on this. And yeah, I'm sure we're all going to do great. So you can I'll send you out some links about getting those graphing calculators and maybe getting the print version of the textbook if you would prefer. So I'll be doing that soon, and I'll be adding more videos, and you'll be getting a lot of announcements from me. So enjoy the course, and I hope to meet y'all virtually. So thank you, and goodbye.